And welcome to the channel. My name is RavenProDesign, and for today I have some more closed alpha gameplay footage of Battlefield 1. Now for this video I wanted to focus on some of the more negative aspects or things that I've run into on this game, just to touch on those and make sure those are known about for right now. Now I may have touched on some of these things in the previous video, but I just wanted to go into them a little more on this along with some visual representation of it as well. Now this right here is an issue that I've run into several times after being revived. Either I can't aim down sight or there's some sort of glitch like this, and I have to switch to the secondary and back to the primary in order to use it. Now I've also run into other issues as well where I can't revive teammates. Now this also has happened on Battlefield 4 quite a bit, but it seems to happen much more right now on the Battlefield 1 Alpha. I'm hoping that they'll be able to do something about that and get that taken care of before the game is released. Now shotgun up close is typically a one-hit kill in this game, but you'll see here in a second that I shoot this guy twice and the first two don't register. The third shot does, but it doesn't seem to do anywhere near as much damage as it's supposed to. So this is also a problem. I don't know how much of a problem it is right now though. Now something you may not have realized is that some of the melee weapons will have extras or special abilities. Now with the hatchet, you can cut down the barbed wire that you see throughout the match. Clearly it damages you when you run into it or jump over it. Now there are areas such as right here where you can't cut it down at all, so I don't know if they're going to change that or not in the future. Now right here is the problem. Visually it's no longer there, however physically it is. It still damages you, so that's an issue. I hope they get worked out by the beta. But I will say that it's really cool that they gave extra abilities to the melee weapons like this. It's a really nice touch that they added into the game. Now as for these next clips, I wanted to point out something that's small but major at the same time. Here it wasn't working for me immediately, however you will see what happens here. I kill somebody through the vehicle with the medical syringe that you have in the game, which is used to revive teammates. Now this is also an issue we saw at least in Battlefield 4 as well. However, it seems to be a lot more pronounced in this game, I think. So it's something I hope they really address and get fixed before the game comes out, but we'll see. Now I will say I think it's far too easy to get a kill with this. You just have to hit them one time. You know, if you're on a flag, you can kind of sit in a corner and wait till an enemy runs past you with it and hit them. I've done that a few times, and it seems really cheesy. I do like what they did on Battlefield 4, to where with the defibs, you had to physically charge them up in order to get a full revive or a kill. And I hope that they end up doing it with the syringe as well. I think that'll help balance that part out way more than where it is now. Now right here you'll see me killing somebody out of the tank again with the syringe, but you'll also see some of the invisible walls that I deal with. Like right there I was jumping and it tried to lunge over. Here in a second you'll see me do it over the tank. See, it behaves as if it's a wall instead of a vehicle, so I hope that's something that gets adjusted later on in the game. I think it's just because it's the alpha right now, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it won't be an issue when the game is released. As for this next clip, I was curious to know if you would die when you got under the behemoth as it was falling. I will say that it's a really nice touch that they made it to where it damages the ground and all the buildings wherever it lands, and also the steel shell remains behind. It's a really nice touch, but it doesn't kill you instantly. I wish it would. However, it still kills you, as you can see here. So I kind of hope they just make that change to where it kills you on impact instead of a second later. So when it comes to the high damage melee weapons such as the hatchet or the shovel that we have access to, if you swing at a player from the front and I think it's 80 or less health that they have, it'll automatically go into the takedown animation. I've done it to people, it's happened to me, and you'll see it to happen to me in this clip as well. So it feels really cheesy to me either way. I think this is due to them putting much more emphasis on melee combat like there was in World War I. However, I would like to see them change a few things about it. For instance, one day I hit somebody with one of the melee weapons and it did 37 damage. So say you have the max damage at like 40. Then if the enemy has, say, 40 or 45 health and below, then it's an automatic takedown. That's something I would rather see than what they have now. With that, I'm going to end the video. We'll let you guys know that for the next commentary, what I plan on doing is going over the classes and talking about those some here and there, giving my input, along with some of the minor details that they've really added into this game that I think are just fantastic touches overall. And if I have time, I'll also go into some of the vehicle specifics, talk about some of the planes and the tanks. If I don't have enough time for that, then I will put those into their own separate video, just so you guys can have some information on the vehicles and what to expect. So if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a comment, a like, or subscribe. Would appreciate that. Thank you for taking your time out of the day to check this out. I hope you guys have an astounding day, and I'll catch you in the next video. RavenProDesign out.
Charlie.
Watch out! Enemy soldier spotted!
Halfway there, the enemy has the upper hand.
Spotted a machine gun!